Hi guys, good morning. My name is Arun Jayal. I am a mutual fund distributor based in Rishikesh, and this is my YouTube channel. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and I thank you for all the love and support that you have shown towards me. And I made many videos regarding behavioral and psychological aspect of investing and about being a good investor. So today I want to discuss about why market performance rotates. You need to understand that performance rotates between large cap, small cap, mid cap, and sometimes precious metals are going up, sometimes small caps are rallying. So you need to understand why it happens and how it can help you. First of all, you need to understand that economic cycles decides rotation. For example, when we are in a boom phase of economy, then maybe banks and infra will go up. When we are in a consolidation phase, then maybe FMCG or pharma companies will, will do better. And also the interest rates decides the game. For example, falling interest rates may help IT and tech companies, and weak rupee can also help IT because India is a IT export hub or export oriented companies because they are getting more value for dollars they are earning, and raising interest rates can help bank and PSUs. So we have to understand that the cost of borrowing also decide the valuation. That is why performance rotates. And you have to understand that valuation reset over time. For example, no sector can outperform at all times. Like small caps perform well in 2023 and in mid 2024. Now they are not performing well, and large cap has not performed well from the last 1.5 years because the index is not performing. So large cap may perform well. So it all depends on, as I said, there are many factors: interest rates, economic cycle, and no sector can perform well at all times. You have to understand that. And also liquidity and uh, money flow also decides which sector is going to perform. For example, FIIs and DIIs, they do research based on sector outlooks, and they also think about global influences that too decides that which sector they'll invest, and that sector will go up because they have huge commercial interest. So that is also an important factor. You need to keep that in mind. That is also an important factor you need to keep in your mind. And the investor behaviors amplifies these cycles. What I mean by that is that as retail investors, we don't have those kind of deep pockets, or we can't do research, but still we can amplify the trend. And because everybody wanted to invest in small cap in 2023 or early 2024, so the small caps did perform well, and the same is case with every other sector. So investors also amplifies the trend, but you have to understand that performance rotate and why it's important to you. It's important to you because you can't expect 18-20% return from a uh, single fund or a single category over a period of 5, 6 or good 10 years, because as I said, performance will rotate. That is why you need to diversify. You need to have a large cap, you need to have a flexi cap, you need to have a multi-asset allocator, you need to have a thematic, and you need to have another thematic maybe, or maybe multi-cap or mid-cap. I'm not here to recommend you a portfolio, but you have to have a consortium of 4 or 5 funds in your portfolio, at least 5, with different tracking different industries and different sectors, so that you can take advantage of the sector which is performing well. So as I said, it's the economic cycles that decide the rotation, and interest rate also changes the game. Liquidity and money flow uh, can also make the shift. and investor behavior can amplify it, and valuation also uh, plays a game here, because some sectors become overbought and become uh, like high PE, and another sectors may have low PE. So people want to go from high PE to low PE. That is something which also happens. So the bottom line for you as an investor is that you should have had 5 or 6 different category of funds, and all flowers in your all plants in your garden will not perform at will not grow at same rate, but that is okay. So invest with long term horizon. You will do wonders for yourself. Thank you very much.